Hello, you beautiful nerds. Welcome to the Drunk Banthas podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all the popular art that we love. Also,
we do it drunk.
Sometimes. Always
Sometimes.
Always encouraged, but never mandatory. I am Jedi Master Grace, and I'm joined as always by my co-host and brother Bill. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing great. Hey, let me tell y'all something. The reason Alex ain't got it together yet is because if you just joined, you missed one of the craziest foul ups that we've ever had on this show. It was fun.
It was a good time. Always
shout out to Othelius. What it do, my Banthas? He says in the chat. What it do, my Banthas? We gotta get some energy going, man. That's right. That's right. We are live on almost every platform that we have. Okay, the Drunk Banthas streams channel, the Nerds at Night channel on YouTube, as well, and on Twitch and my ex Twitter, my ex Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, we are all over.
What up, fam? Says Fifth Bantha. Shout out to everybody. Look, we're not going to be doing Nerds at Night live all the time, but we're going to give y'all little pop-ins here and there. But make sure you go over and subscribe to the streams channel, because we want to make sure that we don't mess up the algorithm too much on Nerds at Night. So make sure y'all Nerds at Night people get it together. And if you're a Drunk Banthas person, get over there and get them Nerds at Night people together, man.
Yeah.
Get their shit together. Get in the chat.
Come on,
let's all become friends through intermingling and touching each other through the internet.
Yeah, we got a really great show for you guys tonight. Oh man, we're talking about so much cool nerd shit. We are talking Invincible, the finale of season 4 of Invincible. We are talking Daredevil Born Again. We are talking comic books, and as always, we're talking shit.
Mostly shit. Talking
shit is always better with friends. He is basically family, but y'all just hate him because he's light skinned. What is up, D.A. Sinclair?
Hang on. The Yerks are being dicks again.
Look, man. Hold that book up again.
Fucking Animorphs, man.
There it is, man.
Number 11, The Forgotten.
I think I'm close to that. Actually,
you're book series
now. You passed.
No. I jumped ahead of you. There is a difference.
Oh well, yeah, because I'm on book 3, and they are slow. A couple of them are slow.
Well, especially every single book, it's like the beginning of it. They forget how to write, and then it all picks up halfway through. Weird thing to have to say about a children's book series.
You're criticizing these children's books.
Shut up, Alex.
Pretty hard.
that have also been out for a very long time. It's not like I don't know this.
What, like 30 years at least?
Holy fuck!
Yeah.
Sorry.
I feel old.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, when it comes to Animorphs is like Goosebumps, where they just kind of all meld together. To me, it's just like I vaguely remember them. I just remember having a good time, and I remember liking the cover. But beyond that,
the series that she came out with after it, I liked better. That was Everworld.
I've never heard of that one.
So like Animorphs is like junior high reading level. Animorphs was high school Animorphs was that. Everworld was high school reading level. 5 kids get sucked into this other world that it turns out every god, every myth was real. But when people stopped believing in them as much, they created their own world in another dimension, and they all went there and brought some followers. And now some kids from Chicago got pulled into that world, and shit gets fucked up.
There was like a TV show where that was similar. I think it was like something, The Gods or something. I don't know. It was like AMC came on after Preacher or something.
God Country?
I like that.
American Gods.
American Gods. Yeah. This is not that.
Right. But it just it reminded me of that. It reminded me of that for sure.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Have you ever watched a movie from your childhood that doesn't quite hold up like you remember? Well, you would enjoy our monthly series, Does It Hold Up? Where we revisit classic genre films with a special guest to help us determine if they're as good or as bad as we remember. It's a whole lot of fun, so you should check it out.
Please check out the Drunk Banthas channel. They clearly are ready for being seen at a higher level.
Back to the show.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you make the commercials at least a little longer? I only got through one page.
Definitely check out our newest episodes of Does It Hold Up? We covered 1999's The Mummy with actress Haley Hayes last month. We're going to be talking about.
I don't remember her being in that.
She was in the background.
I was about, dang it. She was in the background.
She was Benny's stunt double.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting to see. We're going to be talking about Mortal Kombat this year in lieu of the new Mortal Kombat movie that's coming out. And we're going to be talking. Stop that. We're going to be talking about Masters. We're going to be talking about Masters of the Universe with Paul from Heavy Spoilers next month. That's going to be.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, now you want to stop it.
Because I got this for it.
Now, Alex, I know that you don't watch trailers, so I'm going to give you a very small spoiler from the Masters of the Universe trailer. At one point, he's got a nameplate on his desk that just says his name and says he, him. And a whole bunch of fucking dumb shit incels are like, really? They're putting pronouns in this movie? And everyone had to be like, you know his name is He-Man.
He's got a pronoun in his first name.
But you know
It
what?
is 2/3 of his fucking name.
You just got to hit those
1/3?
guys with the relax, my brother.
Like start throwing Enya albums at him.
By the goddess, things will be okay.
I did hear about that controversy.
We also just for the first time yesterday realized that Jared Leto is in it and probably won't watch it now. We just did a whole does it hold up and probably will not watch the show.
I was aware when he was cast, and I was like, "What? Why? Have we?"
Thank you.
We learned that lesson so many years ago. He's not a marketable actor. He's a creep.
I do apologize.
Yeah. How was he not Me Too'd?
Yeah, right. He should be all the way in
because the Olsens could get Me Too, so they're not gonna Me Too him.
Dude, no, not even for acting, for his band.
Oh well, I'm not talking about the acting. I'm just talking about his off the field activity.
Yeah,
his off the field is wild. Okay, like
he is. Yeah, he's doing a lot off the court.
Well, Athelius, they already took analog clocks out of school, so why not?
He said they about to take pronouns out of school curriculum at this point.
No more cursive, no more analog clocks.
They
scare the kids.
What is it? The 10th. The 10th.
10. Oh, 1, 2, 3.
That's when you gotta get the
use of. I said, well, let's see how we say that.
Well,
Metafin.
Yes, that's what it was. But yeah, they're taking it out of Texas, but they put in the 10th.
Here's the one reason that makes me happy.
The 10 commandments in Texas. The 10 commandments in Texas are being put into the schools. That's what Jesus. I was trying to say that.
Here's why that makes me happy. Because every time they pull this bullshit, the Church of Satan decides to be the funniest entity on earth. So I'm just waiting.
Hey, it's just a matter of time before we get some comedy. Athelia said Jared Leto just look evil.
Yeah, he might be perfect for it. Well,
correct.
Yeah, he's actually all CGI from what I heard.
Then just why do honestly and we'll move on to our first topic after this, but like I think about the movie Army of the Dead, which is not a good movie, but That in that movie, one of the actors got super canceled, and then they just CGI.
Yeah, Tig Navarro.
CGI replaced him with Tig Navarro, and it was kind of seamless. I didn't know about it until after the fact. So come on, man! If the character's already fully CGI, let's just do this right now.
Also, Tig did a great fucking job.
Yeah, Tig did a great job. She was the best part of that dog shit movie.
Yo, shout out to my guy Ryan Gosling, man. You know, we go back since goddamn.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's just get the voice of Rocky doing it. That's the other thing. We don't need to CGI the body at all.
Yeah,
we don't. Well,
bring Frank Langella back. Actually, let's.
I
What?
I don't know.
Give Yoshi the voice.
Ooh. Let him just do the ADR. That would be good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry that I let us down this road, but we should move on to our first topic. Before we get into our first topic, I want to remind you guys to tune in this Thursday to the Bantha Bunch, hosted by your favorite cousin, Bill.
Me?
Yeah, it's you, Bill. What are you guys going to be talking about this Thursday?
Oh yeah, now I remember. We're gonna be talking about the boys.
Yeah, boys.
Talking about the boys. You know, I forget that we're actually doing stuff week to week now. Because normally we I just kind of make up what we're gonna do. We're also I'm gonna be able to talk soon. Talk soon. We're also gonna be talking about random ass shit. Mostly be focusing on some entertainment news, you know. Brought to you by the Dailies. Is actually not sponsored by them because they won't answer my phone calls, but I am going to read the shit that they sent me because I am a subscriber and you should be too. Just go ahead and sign up and tell them that I came and quit fucking ignoring my phone calls. But yeah, make sure you tune in at 8:15 p.m. Pacific time. That's 10 o'clock Central time. That's 11 o'clock fucking Eastern time in Cambodia. As well.
Okay, I trust you.
Cambodia.
I'm not gonna look it up.
Cambodia, don't look it up. We're the number one show in late night on Thursdays on YouTube. Number one show Thursdays late night YouTube.
Yeah, don't look that up either.
No, look that up.
Get a Snopes article going here.
I'll tell you where you look it up at. Yeah, where you look it up at? You look it up at the Drunk Banthas Streams channel. That's where you look it up for all of it. Just hit subscribe, and then all of the late night facts will spill out like a fucking treasure chest.
That is how the internet works.
It is how it works on our channel alone.
Yeah, make sure to check out the Bantha Bunch this Thursday if you want to stay up to date on what's happening with them boys over on Amazon Prime. You know, it's the last season, so and Gen V just got canceled, so
I have nothing to do.
It's your last chance to catch up on what's going on with Butcher and them. But before we get into
no more stimulus packages from YouTube.
Before we get into what's going on with Mark and Matt and them, let's take a stroll down Jeff's comic book corner. Jeff,
yes,
what are we
sir.
talking about today?
We are. Am I echoing in your guys' headphones too?
No.
Well, this will be fun.
If you're
It stopped.
you might be coming out.
It stopped. We're good.
Oh, okay, cool. Is it this?
No. Yes. Yeah. No, I'm good. All right. We're on to issue 2 of Mimetic. So if you guys remember where we left off, this fun little sloth made every single person on Earth super happy. And then it made them super fucking insane and ready to kill. So we pick up where we left off, and we finished day 1. We're on to day 2 now. And this meme, it's memeing pretty hard to the point where it's offline. People are so obsessed with this thing. They're painting it on the sides of buildings. They are trying to get it out any way they can. And like we get an image of a guy literally just not even like spray paint graffiti. Like he's got like an I don't know what the board with the paints is called, and a brush. And he's like, oh, da, 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 da. And while this is happening, like there's a very strict curfew. No one's allowed out anywhere at any time. So the police find this guy and just start beating on him. Because, yeah, this is that fucking insane. So from there, we cut back to Ryan and Aaron, and they're in they're in Aaron's dorm room, and Ryan is freaking out. He's literally sitting there talking about how scary everything was, how terrifying it was, how he literally watched his brothers go crazy. They were watching a TV show, and then they just stood up and literally grabbed the TV and hit their mother with the fucking thing, almost killing her. All the while, Aaron's just like, hey, now's the time to try and make a move on my ex and get back together, and kissing his neck, while Ryan's literally crying, talking about his dead mom. So, flirting. So they're talking, and Ryan brings up again, like, it's so crazy, like, with the sight of it, the sound of it, and everything. And Aaron's sitting there, he's like, I can't see it. I also can't hear it. He's like, honestly, I'm going to be like, I guess I'm the only person in the world that's going to be fine as long as, I got these. And he holds up his prescriptions. And then he's like, oh my God, the medical center. And Ryan's like, what? And Aaron's saying, like, they built it to withstand, like, sieges, like riots in the 70s. It's like 10 buildings all connected. It's the safest place on campus. Obviously, this is where we should go. And being the idiots they fucking are, they get up and they leave the relative safety of a room with no one, and they go outside to try and make it to the medical center, hoping that'll do something for them. From there, we see just how bad the world's gotten. Times Square, literally, this image is everywhere. The only person we see in Times Square is a person in a cherry picker talking about how he needs to make sure every TV is on the sloth. It's got to get all of them. But then we also see, like, we see churches that they're celebrating the sloth. We see people literally weeping from happiness. And then we see some military guys standing outside what it turns out to be the Pentagon. And it's where Marcus was at the end of the last issue. Marcus is inside the Pentagon, and he's in there, and they're all looking outside at all of these crazy screamers. And Marcus is like, that's crazy. Like, I feel like I can't hear any of, like, the ones that were screaming anymore. And Barbara's like, oh, no, you can't. They shot them. And he's like, what? She goes, yeah, what? It's the end of the fucking world. Those ones were attacking other people. They shot them. So Mark is like, all right, whatever. I can't see. Y'all got to sound off. I need to know who's who. And it goes around the room. And we get this one guy, the slick back hair guy who thinks he's all funny, literally cracking jokes while they're all sitting there like, you do realize, like, the world's actually ending? Do you get that at all? He's like, all right, sorry. I'm Dr. Peter Klein. Like, I study, I study these sorts of things and everything. And then we got this woman married to Schroeder, who's a captain. And we got this guy, Casey Quinn. He's a sergeant from the Rangers, and he's the actual badass here. He's sitting there talking about what we've got left of the military and how the Navy's en route, but they don't even know who the fuck called for the Navy. They don't know who's the president right now. He's talking about how he was in a room with, like, the top members of our government, and at one point they all just started turning. He ended up at 4 a.m. having to not murder, but we'll say put down 14 of the top men in charge and women in charge of the country, facing the craziest plague, epidemic, whatever we've ever seen. So after that, Dildo Dr. Klein starts talking again. And he's like, and he starts laying it out. He's like, we have no idea how this started. We have no idea how someone created it. It makes no sense. What we do know is, like, how it works. Like, the second you see the image, it puts it in your brain. And the second it enters your brain, your brain starts breaking down the visual of the image. And that's what triggers that euphoria immediately. And he's like, and that's it. That euphoria, that's the trap. It makes the image the most important thing. It's gestating in the back of your mind. But, like, you're so happy, you have to spread it more. And while this is working, while it's spreading, you don't realize, because you're so happy, that it's slowly breaking down your fucking brain. And after exactly 12 hours, you snap and you just start killing. You start trying anyone that isn't already infected, you go after and you try and murder. And he's saying, but the thing that's really freaking him is the brains are completely intact. He's done scans on people and they have normal human brains with normal human thoughts. So like no one can figure out, why is this happening? It's a normal JPEG file. There's no like nothing in it. And he's sitting there and he's like, and the part that's scarier is I don't think this thing's done evolving. Like we don't know what it could do next. And so after that, we see, more people in streets and they're killing and they're tearing each other apart. And he's like, obviously, he's like, it's going to get worse. People like this is literally an extinction level event. There's no way to blunt that, And so like, obviously this is terrible. And Shaw's just like, oh, motherfucker. But Barbara's like, it's okay. Hey, tell them the good news. And they go, we figured out where it came from. We were able to track it to Oregon. So we can go and find the person who did this. And they're like, and fingers crossed, we'll get them to just stop it. And Marcus is like, so what you're telling me is the fate of the entire world is to go find the person who put the entire world in jeopardy and hope they'll turn it around? All right, I guess we got to go. So they're getting ready to go and try and get to Oregon from D.C. Meanwhile, back at that college, we see these people trying to get into the medical center. And as they are, their time's coming up and they're flipping out and they're turning and they're attacking people. And, if you just like were to look over to your left, you just see Aaron and Ryan. And they're like, oh, well, you know what? Good thing I got the code. Looks like they still can't get in. We're good and safe. So they enter the code and they go inside. And they're walking down the halls. And the first thing they do is get Ryan his medication. But after that, they're like, oh, like, let's go. Like, what's that noise? We got to go see. Like, something's happening in there. Like, do you hear that? And Ryan's like, no, it's just like faint squeaking. My earpieces, what are they called? Hearing aids. My hearing aids aren't designed to pick up those like low-level sounds. And as they're walking, like, they see people forcing others to watch the TV. They literally see rooms full of dead bodies. And they're like, oh, shit, this is a bad idea. We got to get out of here. And now Ryan's like, oh, shit. He's like, I can hear it. It's getting louder, the screaming. And a person's like, yes, it says, unfortunately, the speakers can't go any louder. And they turn the corner, and there's just a doctor in a doctor's coat with a pad and paper and just like, look at these people. And like behind this glass, and I guess an observation room, he's like, aren't they beautiful? We've got 17 of them. And it's just 17 of these crazy screamers, the people who have passed hour 12, and they're starting to try and infect everyone. And at this point, Aaron's sitting there, and he's like, oh, shit, he's like, Mom, my mom's in there. And he's like, why are you doing this, doctor? Why? And the doctor's like, they wanted me to fix them, but they couldn't see. They are fixed. They are saved. And clearly the doctor, if you didn't realize he was already infected, like he's looking at his own, he's like, isn't it beautiful? Isn't it perfect? And he's like, oh, we all have to do it. We all have to look at it and listen to the screams. The screams are a song. And Aaron's just sitting there. He's like, it doesn't work on me. I can't hear it. And doctor's like, oh, we'll have to fix that. Nurse, get a gurney. We're going to do ocular surgery. And Aaron's like, fuck that. And he breaks the window. So now the screamers are coming out after everyone. So Aaron and Ryan start running. They're like, oh, get out of here. As Aaron's mom and dad are going after and just killing the somewhat normies. And while this is happening, the doctor is full of glee. He's smiling. He's letting them eat them as he holds down the intercom. And he's like, you don't understand, Aaron. It's so beautiful. You should be a part of this. You want to be a part of it. As they're literally biting him, eating him alive, tearing his guts out. But it doesn't matter. He's a happy camper. Away from the happy camper, we got the Pentagon peoples. They're at Reagan International Airport, and they're trying to get on the flight, but fuck. Someone turned every monitor, every TV, everything onto the sloths. And they're going through, and, they're trying to get through without looking at it, but unfortunately, Quinn, he sees it, and he's like, shit, I saw it. I felt it. I know it was just a second, but I can feel the euphoria setting in. And Dr. Dickhead is there, and he's like, Quinn, look at me. Look at my eyes. He's like, oh, shit. Your pupils are dilating. You're already infected, man. I'm like, okay. All right. Well, that means we got 12 hours before I go super psycho crazy. So he blindfolds the two of them. Marcus can't see shit. And Quinn's like, whatever, I'm infected. I guess I'll lead us now. And so they start walking. They're like, well, I mean, what's going on? Like, where's secure? Like, we're through security. And Dr. Dickhead's like, oh, fast as I ever got through security. And Quinn's like, shut the fuck up. And all of a sudden, Marcus is like, wait. I'm like, what? Marcus is like, shh, I hear something. I'm like, what? And shockingly, there's a bunch of screamers. So Quinn just starts fucking pop, shooting the fuck out of everyone. He's like, you guys go get to the plane. I'll come over. I'll be right there. But like, I'm infected, so it's cool. I can stay here and I can take him out. And Marcus is like, I'll lead you. And they're like, aren't you blind? He goes, I can see shapes. We won't run into a wall. So they start running. They're running away. And Quinn, the second he goes to reload, a screamer fucking angel spike Buffy the Vampire Slayer chunk out of back of neck for some reason, but okay. So that happens as the other three get to an airplane, and they're like, oh, fuck. Oh, no. The shooting stopped. They're like, Quinn must be dead. Oh, no. So they get on the airplane, and the captain, she's like, I've got to go get Quinn. And Marcus is like, are you fucking stupid? He's dead. And this is us trying to save literally the entire world, and you're the captain. Get in there and fly the fucking plane. She's like, okay, good point. So she goes in and she flies the plane, and they take off flying for Oregon. Back in College Town, which I'm just going to assume is New York, Ryan and Aaron are just out for a stroll. And they pass a building, and Ryan's like, I always want to live here. It's so pretty, isn't it? And Aaron's like, what the fuck are you doing? We got to go. And Ryan's like, my dad told me his bosses live here. Nice, big, beautiful. Let's go in here for the night. So they go upstairs and they fuck. And then after they finish fucking, they're sitting there, and Ryan's getting like all weird and like, like he's talking in riddles and metaphoric and everything. And he's like, oh man, yeah, it's crazy. He goes, oh, by the way, he's like, man, do you hear those screamers down there? Oh, it's crazy. It does. It sounds like a song. And Aaron's like, the fuck? And Ryan's like, oh yeah, I saw it earlier today. And Aaron's like, what are you talking about? And Ryan's like, oh yeah, I was trying to wake you up, and I kind of saw the image. So that was like 11 hours and 58 minutes ago. So I'm like ready to turn. Right after but it's okay because he got one last good fucking. So he's like, he's sitting there and he's talking about what happened with his mom and his brothers again. And he goes into more detail. He's like, they hit her so hard, they almost tore her jaw off her face. And he's sitting there and he's like, and like she's looking at me terrified, but they're looking at me and they're ecstatic. They're happier than they were when they saw that fucking sloth. Happier than I am now. And then Aaron's like, Ryan, no, it's okay. You can't. Are you asking me to give you permission to kill yourself? And Aaron's like, no. I'm just doing it. And falls backwards off the fucking building. And obviously, and by the way, what a way to go. Freshly fucked, hanging out naked. You do you, Ryan. You do you. And Aaron's like, no, please don't, I love you. And then, yeah, we just get a full page image of naked Aaron falling to his death with a stupid fucking sloth smiling at us. Yeah, that. Oh, man. All right. From there, we see the plane peeps. Our plane Pentagon people are flying, and they're looking out. They're like, there's a field full of like 10,000 people. What the shit? And they're like, what's going on? And all of a sudden, they hear, and the radio comes on. They're like, is somebody up there? Like, is that a plane? We see a plane. And they're like, yeah, who is this? And they're like, oh my god, I'm so happy you've come here. Oh, let me play a song for you. And then I just hear screaming, and all of them, and they're like, it's the Screamers. And they're like, wait, but it's beautiful. And the one of them, she's like I feel like I'm seeing like my mother's garden and stuff. And then they show us close-ups of all their eyes, and all their eyes have the sloth image in them. And from there, Dr. Dickhead starts freaking out hard. He's like, no. We're like, what? He goes, this is what I was afraid of. It already evolved. And they're like, what are you talking about? And he goes, you felt it just like I did. We're infected. You don't need to see the image anymore. If you hear the song, you'll get infected now too. And he looks at Marcus and goes, sir, we got 12 hours to save ourselves and the rest of the entire world. And that's the end of day and issue 2.
Diggity daffodil. That was a pretty crazy issue.
It's such a fucked up book.
Honestly, like I would love to see a movie adaptation of this, like, because it is a short story. You said it's just 3 issues, right?
One more issue, that's it.
Yeah, I could see you making a solid, really fucked up 90-minute movie out of this. Yeah.
The only issue is I see every single person saying that you're just trying to rip off 28 days or 28 weeks or 28 years.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, 28 days movies are also derivative of every zombie movie ever that came before it. So,
No.
It's like at this point, something's going to be a derivative of something. You're not going to be able to please all the people all the time, but this guy would be pleased to see this.
There was a zombie movie. Who was president in Independence Day? And then Crazy Ex-President and the shitty remake?
Bill Pullman?
Sequel? Bill Pullman. There was a zombie movie with Bill Pullman where he's in like the Bahamas or Haiti or something, and like actually studying like voodoo doctors and stuff. And it goes into like the actual, like, do you know about like how zombies actually, they were a thing, but it wasn't because they were the undead. It was because witch doctors would drug people with something that would slow their heart rate, then dig them up and keep them as slaves.
Right. Yeah. I'm familiar with that vaguely.
There's a really good horror movie where Bill Pullman, it was before Independence Day, so spoilers, I guess. It just literally ends with him being drugged and he's in the coffin as they're tossing the dirt on there, and you just see his eyes as he's freaking out because he's paralyzed and he's just gonna be buried alive.
Okay. So I'm for it. It sounds like a Weekend at Bernie's situation, or Weekend at Bernie's 2 situation.
Weekend at Bernie's also
pinnacle of the American film industry.
Oh man, another great installment of Jeff's Comic Book Corner. I'm very excited to see how this story wraps up. If there are any movie producers who are watching, this would be a good movie to make.
I love how this little light blur is happening right over here in this.
It's just your self censor.
Yeah, right. The light is censoring.
Yeah,
censoring us.
Boom, boom, baby, boom, boom.
All the people who don't know are like, I wonder what it says. It can't say that.
No, not that.
No way it says that.
Seaway.
You know what? No matter what this light does, no matter what anybody does, this podcast, this channel is absolutely. That's right. We are talking about Invincible season 4, the finale. That was a little heavy-handed.
What? What'd you do? See, Alex, you're not.
That is true.
Remember.
We are talking Invincible, season 4, episode 8. Don't leave me hanging here.
Sorry, people. I am doing social media stuff for the channel. If you want to fuck with us on social media, nerds_@night and drunk Banthas @drunk Banthas on everything.
If you're following with the comics, that is trade paperback number 14, The Viltrumite War. This is issue 78, 77 and 78.
Right. You were saying last week, you and Terry, I believe, were saying that this is like halfway.
So, like I said, this is the
Less than
final issue in volume 14 of the trade paperbacks. There are 25.
Yeah, like I have I have them in collections of compendiums. This is like there are like maybe like 40 more pages left in the compendium.
This thing?
Yeah. One of those fat daddies. And there's a whole a third compendium after this. Ophelia said in the chat, Mark's therapist finna make bank. Yeah, for real. I'm excited to see.
He needs a therapist. I don't know if he has one. I think he should get one though. I mean,
in Scream 6, when that therapist is like, I can't work with you anymore, and she only killed one guy. So
Cecil, he said he's gonna get him some help, but he said he was gonna get him a babysitter too, and he was just a spy. Like, he's really just not got his. He's got America, the world, the planet. The planet's best interest, not yours.
I do want to get into that later because there was something about the babysitting aspect. I feel like they didn't get into as much.
There weren't any adventures.
They didn't get into the babysitting as much as they did in the comic, in my opinion. But yeah,
I was trying to see if that fit. I was trying to see if this fits.
Let's go ahead and dive into episode 8, the finale. We talked a little bit about this last week, how this was probably going to end like a Game of Thrones season finale. You know,
did we?
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit because the penultimate.
the last episode was a 9-9. I mean, did you really think this was going to be a 10?
Man, I was hoping so. What up?
Well,
what up? Simulation presents.
We'll talk about how we felt about the episode, like on the whole, a little bit later. But like, it's just as far as like the penultimate episode had a lot of action. And the Invincible, they have a very different formula for their last 3 seasons. They'll have the penultimate episode where something huge happens, and they're just like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened!" And then they'll hit you with something else before you can even take catch your breath. But this season, they decided to take a really long emotional beat and reckon with all of the backlash of everything that happened over the last few episodes.
I feel like if you're not a comic reader, this hits you just as hard as any super violent episode would have. You know what I mean? Like, this was mentally violent.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, as someone who read the books, I think they did a better job in this episode than they did in the book.
For sure.
Well, why do you feel that way?
Well, so in this episode, we've got Mark having these PTSD flashbacks throughout. In the book, it's literally he has a nightmare while they're on the ship going back to Earth. And that's it. And then he and his daddy talk to Thrag. And then they're just like, oh, okay.
What's the
Let's go back to life.
Yeah. Like in the comic books, everything is formatted very differently. And like to your point, I feel like this season is the best example of them adapting the comic book into a series, because they've changed a lot, but all of the changes they made this season just made the show and the story even better, with the backstory with Thrag, the backstory flashbacks with Nolan, and this moment where they switch things around. Because in the comic books, as soon as they come back, like we'll just say at the beginning of this episode, Mark, Nolan, Zoe, and everybody race back to Earth, but find it intact. As Mark reunites with Debbie, Eve, and his friends, he experiences hallucinations of Thrag killing everyone.
So I just wanted to say, during that dream sequence, before that hallucination start, when the Viltrumites are coming in to destroy everything, They blow through, create a big tidal wave, and then also you see them run through the city and running through people, just like Omni-Man kind of
that was
doing
awesome.
previously. There was a bus that was there.
Yeah.
Did y'all see what the bus said it was going to?
Yeah, I saw it.
Well, it said it was going to
Curtis Cliff.
Curtis Cliff. Anybody know
Shout
who
out.
Cliff is?
Yep.
Cliff Curtis.
His-
My boy Cliff Curtis.
Curtis Cliff is the actor Curtis Cliff who plays Paul in this TV show, which was a crazy shout out to Paul, which we're not done with, ladies and gentlemen. The character Paul, we're not done with. I think it might have been like a deep cut Easter egg / foreshadow. What you think? What y'all think?
Yeah, I thought those.
Pull that back up while Alex talks.
This is a nice shout out to Curtis Cliff. He's another one of those character actors like Oscar Isaac before, like where they were just like, "You're a brown actor. We're just gonna cast you as everybody. We're just cast Arabic, Mexican, and, Indian, anything."
What's the dude's name? Archie from what you call it?
From Archie Comics.
No. Archie. The movie, the British movie.
Wait. Mark Strong.
Mark Strong.
Yeah, he's another person who's just like
white,
culturally ambiguous.
He's white as hell. Play brown people. I don't think he's ever played a white person ever in his entire career.
Same, bud. Same.
But yeah, like in the comics, Mark shows up on planet Earth and he immediately is met with Thrag, kind of like they were met with Thrag on Viltrum in the last episode, and he gives them the ultimatum that we'll talk about at the end of the episode. But I like that they say that for the end and just add this like simmering threat throughout the whole episode, and also shows that Mark has been through a lot through the past few seasons and maybe he needs professional help.
He said
First off, yep.
Why Ophelia said he's white adjacent.
Oh, thank you.
Like Jordans.
Sweet of you to say. I appreciate that. So yeah, not only does it, not only does waiting after Mark, because that's the other thing. Let's be honest. The Viltrumites' technology is obviously more advanced. They knew the second Mark and Nolan and all of them got back. So waiting, yeah, it extends out that threat, but I think it's also brilliant because it also shows them that, hey, we've been here this long and we haven't done anything. Mm-hmm. Then when you got back, we still didn't. Then, even with how long you've been here, we have been hidden. So yeah, it's issuing the threat, but it's also a very good example of like, here's why you should believe us and make this deal. This is us already proving our side of it.
Right. Yeah, like they kind of come like
all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Sure do.
Yeah, they kind of come with a full deck where they're just like, we have already exemplified how we are like tame. Like we're not going to destroy the planet. We have shown you how we can be normal. We can
not
be
even
cool.
with my full deck. Not gonna not even with my full deck.
We can be cool. We cannot kill everybody. All we need is a place to stay.
Oh, Ophelia said, "Hold on, wait, Alexa, shut up. Don't say nothing. No spoilers, Alexa."
And I do want to get into the end, but I
hold on. Ophelia said, "Eve, God damn."
Actually,
now, he must be talking about
what I want to get into.
Must be talking about Thick Eve. No, I was not aware about Thick Eve.
We have to discuss Thick Eve.
Can I just say, I just want to preempt it in this conversation, a slight preamble. I myself, being someone who's read through the comics, not a comic book reader of this particular property, but damn sure know my shit, right? Definitely not familiar with the internet discourse where everybody has apparently named this portion of Eve's life as Thick Eve. Now, I know that came from Black Twitter. Ain't no way in goddamn hell that did not come from Black Twitter. And I must say, I applaud you.
Yeah.
My brothers
Golf
and
clap.
my sisters. But also, I must say, y'all lost y'all's goddamn mind. Now, a bitch can't, even a cartoon bitch can't motherfucking lose, just gain or lose no weight without motherfucking saying something. A bitch can't live no kind of life.
Yeah.
This is why pimps live fucking amazing lives. Because a bitch gotta work so hard through life. Then a nigga come in out of nowhere just like, hey, but bitch, you could just do this.
You
and
could
then,
lose a few pounds.
no, he's like, bitch, I like you just like y'all. You know? Then all of a sudden, a nigga could just take control of bitch mind. You know what I'm saying? Thick Eve.
Thick Eve. Theus already said in the chat, straight pressure. Theus also said that's exactly what I want to see coming back from war. Right? That's exactly what you want to see. No, so it's funny.
I'm just laughing because she got an abortion. I want to see a bitch that was pregnant. But bitch, you better not have that motherfucker when I get back. There better not be no goddamn baby when I get back.
I'm sure that's not what he's talking about. But no, I do want to like it is interesting because it seemed like when I read the comic books a few years ago, it seemed like the discourse.
We're talking about Thick Eve, by the way.
We're talking about Thick Eve.
They definitely toned that down for the show, huh?
Yeah, they made her less thick than she was in the comic for sure.
But I mean, they did that for her since the show began. I mean, after she fights Conquest, literally a point in the comics after she rebuilds her body is Mark's like, did your boobs get bigger? She goes, yeah, I figured why not while I was repairing my internal organs. I mean, like,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Artists were like, we could make her boobs. I mean, she is getting older, right? She's getting older.
So that actually brings up a good point. Kirkman has said, like, a big part of why he switched up Tech Jacket was because he was like, yeah, I wrote this when I was like, we wrote this when we were like just out of college. Mm-hmm. We weren't really thinking very far past ourselves.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, that's also a part of why less Thick Eve.
Yeah, and like I appreciate all the things that
monk. Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna sing.
Yeah, go for it. But yeah, I appreciate all the changes they've made to the show with the adaptation. But I forgot what I was.
Sorry, I was.
So we'll just go and move on to the next thing.
I was gonna give you your background music. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the butterfly in the sky.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I give you the big monkey. Well, I was going big monkey.
Yeah, that helps the audience. That does not help me because you're still right.
So another thing they did a better job of was Debbie in this one. She didn't immediately be like, "Oh, Nolan." She was actually like, "Fuck you, dude," and like the entire reason she went back was because she was like, well, I'm going to see my son. I'm not going back because I want, some super duper space fucking. She's like, no, my child is hurt and on another world. I'm going to go see him. I think this is the perfect answer to Othelius's last question.
Super duper space fucking. Yeah, he said, Othelius said she was thicker.
Yes, she was thicker.
Big monkey.
They made a whole point of it. And honestly, this is what I was gonna say before. That like it was weirdly a negative thing. When the comic books came out, it seemed like there were. Could you please stop that? Yeah, it seemed like it was like sort of a negative connotation when the comic book came out. Initially, it was like, oh, why does she have to be thick? Like, why does she have to be big? It seemed like there was like a fat shaming thing about the comic books when it came out. but it seems like people are more celebrating the fact that she's
big monkey.
So I wasn't aware of the comic when it was being released, but I will say I think they did a good job in the comic of hitting both sides of it. Because Eve is sitting there, she's like, I'm disgusting. I've gained so much weight. Da, da. And Mark is literally just sitting there, and he's just like, there's literally a panel where it's him, and then the next panel is just nothing moves except his eyes are going down. And then the next panel are just his eyes are back up. And he's like, oh, I like it. So like they address that. And what they point out is when Eve uses her powers in that way, like it burns an insane amount of calories, which is kind of a cool thing that just like, yeah, that makes absolute sense, but you would not think about it.
Yeah.
That thick monkey.
I was just trying to talk through it nonstop, I'll be honest.
Yeah. I didn't say it. That's hey.
And
no, you sang it.
And to shift to a more serious part of the Eve's arc, one of the things that she was keeping from him, which I was curious if they were going to bring this up in the show, because they've changed a lot of things with the adaptation, but more power to them for actually tackling this abortion storyline where Eve, and they tackled it better in the story show than in the comic book. And
I was so surprised they said the word.
Yeah, I don't know.
So many people are so terrified nowadays.
When did the comic book come out? Let's talk about this.
2013?
I don't know. 2013, 2014. There was still people protesting outside of abortion clinics and shit. It's probably still happening right now. So I'm just saying the topic of abortion is something that is very, very touchy for certain people to, especially the flyover states. So I don't know. Maybe it still was pretty effective. I think it was probably still
2016.
Never mind. Forget everything I said then. No,
no, it couldn't have been 2016.
No 2 years extra.
No. I think I think this. I think that website was bullshit.
Yep. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, you don't fuck with AI.
But yeah, I feel like they tackled this issue in a very smart and thoughtful way. Gillian Anderson, great performance. Gillian. Wait, yeah,
Jacobs.
Gillian Jacobs.
Gillian Murphy.
Ron Gillian.
Britta.
Britta did a great had a great performance in this episode. And yeah, like you can just really empathize with her because, like, of course you don't want to raise an alien baby by yourself and not know when your husband is coming or when your boyfriend is coming back.
Kind of disrespectful. Alien baby.
I mean, it's half Viltrumite. Like she doesn't know.
Quarter Viltrumite.
I mean, let's be honest. If you're her, you're worrying that thing's gonna claw out of you like Homelander's kid.
Right? Like that's got to be one of her fears. She's 20 years old. Like this is a lot of responsibility.
She's older than. I think she's older than Mark.
I'm double. I'm almost double that, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm way too young for a kid.
Odelia said, hey, author, whoever you are, appreciate you, gang. He talking about Thick Eve.
03.
Talking about that Thick Eve. And he says, 03. So yeah, I'm even more correct with that. Like that was a huge thing to go as far as they did in the comic book at that time. That was huge. So, and it still probably hits a lot of people in today's time, due to the climate that we live in today.
Mr. President, thanks.
Yeah, so yeah, I feel like it might be one of those things that still hit pretty hard. Othelia said it makes sense. Neither of them are ready for a child. He said Bill called it
a quadroon.
A quadroon.
Yeah, and yeah, like this moment between like Eve and Mark, like sort of getting honestly, I completely lost my thread. Like abortion. Yeah, that's right. Abortion. Yeah. So yeah, like them having this like reconciliation, like just like basically coming together and Eve explaining how like everything was going wrong with her powers, and Mark explaining how he's going through all these post-traumatic stress disorder episodes. Like they're both having a really tough time. They had a lot of shit that they were going through apart, and them coming together on the rooftop, which they always end up, convening at the rooftop. I really liked this scene, and I really like this episode, even though it was a very, very slow episode.
I thought it was kind of stupid. Like it just happens out of nowhere, and if anything, we're gonna criticize
outside. It's better than outside of the Immortal and Duplicate's house.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean that. I mean just in the like.
Oh no, I know what you mean.
Comes back. I mean, he comes back. I'm pregnant. I had an abortion, and I felt like right before he left, it was like, I'm pregnant. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then it's just like
she knew what she was gonna do.
That's what she said. She said she told the gay friend, what's his name, Mike something.
I forget.
Chris.
What his name is.
Anyway,
Thomas.
Nobody knows.
Tommy, Big Josh.
Nobody knows.
Candy.
Candy. Yeah. So yeah, like she told Candy, but Candy he ain't know what to do. He was kind of a bitch about it. Actually,
William.
Oh, there you go.
Thanks, Athelius.
There you go, William. I said Big Josh. I don't know.
Closer than Candy.
Candy. I don't know. I like Candy. That might be his new name. It might be his nickname. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You don't know his life. But anyway, I felt like it just was abrupt. Like, because it is the television show, because it is the second bite at the apple, as they say. Couldn't you just like given this a little bit more breathing room? Like,
so it does make more sense.
Us a little bit of that struggle that she went through without him there.
That is how the comics did it. The comics did it with they're back. They're together. Invincible's going on missions. She goes and talks with William, and it's not until the two of them have a couples date over at the Immortal Duplicate's house. And it's Eve seeing their kids that like she starts getting triggered, and she starts just really she can't deal with it. And so that's when she ends up telling Mark. And that did feel I guess I agree with you there. That felt a bit more organic.
And so something like that would have been cool. But I even just like, oh, this is what Eve was doing. Like, oh, these are the things that she was going through. This is her point of view. Who took her to the abortion clinic? You know what I'm saying? Who was there for her when these things happened?
Do you think it had to be at the Pentagon? Was it harder than a normal one? You know what? Nope, not going down that route. No. I'm already pulling myself back.
I'm sure Cecil administered the abortion.
That's another thing. Yeah, how does that work with her power set? All that kind of stuff of just do it on her own. Shit, like I don't know. Because that could make it a lot more traumatizing if she ended up having to do it on her own. It depends on how.
All right.
Before we get into our last moment of this episode, I do want to talk about a couple of things. Since you brought that up, I want to talk about a couple of things that are stupid about this season, like logistically, because I did think that in the last episode, where Thrag is about to kill Mark and he's talking to the other Viltrumites, it's like, we've lost too many. I was like, Alan isn't here anymore. Y'all shouldn't be able to communicate telepathically anymore. Like that's the only way y'all are able to communicate telepathically.
Oh, was Tech Jacket there?
No. That's not the only reason they're able. Well, because Viltrumites have that ability.
Since I've never
when Mark and Omni-Man go to space first time, I just watched it not too long ago because my son, he's been watching it from the beginning because he just jumped in the middle, and now he's watching from the beginning. And yeah, he says, how do we breathe in space? And he says, That's the fun part. You don't, and then they go and he's talking to them. Like they have the ability to talk to each other mentally.
Well, no. They don't breathe in space because they're holding their breath the entire time.
Right. No, what I'm just saying is so they don't talk, but they ended up being able to talk to each other while they were in space the first time, meaning that they do. Viltrumites have the ability to communicate with each other mentally.
Okay.
From what I'm finding online, it's just everyone who travels in space has that little. It's like a little itty bitty earpiece, and evidently it's just really common.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how they explain it in the show, but the first time that they go into space together, it's like
writers don't want it to be a problem. I get it. Like writers are like,
Well, I think Viltrumites have the ability to talk to each other. They talk to each other.
Thank you for smoking.
By themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, with other people, they talk to each other. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the Viltrumite thing.
I always just think of thank you for smoking in situations like this when they're like, wait, wouldn't the cigarette light up the oxygen in the space station? We'll just put something in about like, oh man, we're so glad we put in those synthesizers so we could smoke in space. That was a good movie.
That was a good movie. Shout outs to Aaron Eckhart. One last thing I want to point out that's kind of silly is in the last episode where they crushed Space Racer's mask and Tech Jackie came up to save him and he's like, oh, I'm gonna die if I don't have any air. Didn't this nigga survive in space in like an asteroid field for 100 years?
Alex, his visor was fine. Duh.
Yeah, his visor was fine. Yeah.
I will say this.
Amount of air in his.
I will say this.
You don't know how his shit works, but what we do know is he might be able to live forever, but you need to have not freezing infinite amount of nothingness collapsing.
Well, I think it's easier. I think it's even easier than that.
Doesn't like cold.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I think it's even easier than that. I don't remember if it was in the show or in the comic, but in one of them, when it turns out, oh, still alive, one was like, man, his metabolism must be like a snail. If his metabolism is that slow that he can go over 100 years without eating, I think that would mean he would be able to go that long without needing that much oxygen because there's not as much blood circulation then, right? And that's why you need to breathe because the blood moves the oxygen to all your organs.
Yo, check this out.
Sure.
You want to hear a Viltrumite explanation on his own line?
Oh, I love it.
Sure.
Viltrumites, how they communicate in space?
Yeah.
Viltrumites communicate in the vacuum of space primarily by using their advanced physiology to create internal vibrations or by manipulating energy to broadcast speech efficiently by bypassing the need for air to carry out sound.
Okay.
This is according to theories mentioned in the this is according to theories, this allows them to converse and similar concepts regarding their vocal cords emitting specific high frequency vibrations that directly project words are often discussed. These are things that people have said on the internet, not actually what.
If I understand that correctly, that first one meant they're such good ventriloquists and they're so good at hearing, they can have an entire conversation without opening their mouth. And then they can hear the vibrations in that throat from that far away. Fuck you.
It's more of like their physiology lets themselves vibrate the conversation to each other
But they can't do that through a vacuum.
No.
So it would have to be vibrating within themselves.
Yeah, but it's still vibrating out because your body is going to emit something just like a frequency. It's a frequency that's hitting. So the frequencies can travel through space. We know that. And so they're saying that the frequency itself travels from Viltrumite to Viltrumite and they basically operate on this invisible internet connection or Verizon network.
All baby Viltrumites eat a magic slug, and now they can space talk.
And then
Done.
that's another
There it
one
is.
that's on there.
Done.
That's another one that's on the internet. I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the-
Ophelia said this nigga Chat GPT that shit. Somebody probably did though. And he also said so Viltrumites are vibrators.
I mean, that sounds accurate from what I just heard.
Yeah, right on the nose.
Fifth Banthas says 100 years without eating. So if he ate a full meal, it goes right to the gut.
Right.
That's why he's
No.
always seated and riding. He's just got that big badonk.
But yeah, let's talk about the ending real quick. Because this does have a crazy cliffhanger where Thrag gives Mark an ultimatum. I loved how he said, "You don't have a choice, and yet you must choose."
He was just being a bitch because he kind of said that twice. He was just kind of like just rubbing it in. All right, nigga, like goddamn, let me think. Shit, I know what the fuck the situation is. I don't need you to keep telling me, hey, so you got to choose. Ain't it funny? Ain't it funny how we did all this fighting, niggas died, and like
You still
you still got to we just got to both just try to make a decision, huh? Because I was gonna kill you. Look at that. I can't kill you. Look at that. Look how that worked. Look how God
how
worked.
that works out.
Look how God worked. I can't even kill you now, but look, I could though. I'm just joking, man. We just gonna be friends.
But yeah, like DA Sinclair, like how did you feel about this cliffhanger ending and the fact that we have Viltrumites infiltrating Earth?
This one, I liked the way the comic did better. Just because having only Mark there with Thrag and having only Mark making the deal, well, I get that it puts more ownership on Mark, and I mean, it is Invincible, it's his show. I liked that. One, I think it makes more sense that Nolan had to talk Mark into it, kind of get Mark to ease back on that initial gut reaction temper. I thought that felt more accurate. I don't feel like Mark has grown up that much yet, so I think that makes more sense. But two, and more importantly, Nolan's whole thing was, hey, this is good because, like, I'm not just spitting game and trying to make everyone forgive me for, attempted genocide. Like, literally, Earth did fucking change me. And it will do that for them, too. So while Thrag is sitting here and he's like, I will rebuild Viltrum, Nolan's sitting there like, no. He thinks he's got it. It's the monkey's paw. He's getting his wish, but not the way he thinks. And like, I thought that was just a much better way of doing this.
Yeah, Craig.
The way the show did it was just so sudden and like, never. Okay. Like,
yeah, Craig seemed right at home. He already learned what cigarettes are. He's like fucking a bitch.
No.
He was sitting there like, wait, pirates? I'm in.
I do think that was like the Invincible TV way of just being like, when people are telling you what's going to happen,
like
and
the
then
future,
it's actually just showing you the future. Like, I think that's more so what we were seeing than like, oh, these niggas fit in real quick. Damn. What I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but in the comics, it does, they do get involved. Hold on, I'm just
which could also get
well. So this is when Thrag is giving the speech in the comic too. It's the exact same. It shows them already assimilating in.
Right, and like I said, it could be one of those situations where they're starting to assimilate, but in my opinion, it's more like, let's show you the future. Let's show you what that looks like. Because
Craig's got game.
Because let me tell you something. Niggas get there that quick. Just start like they already know how. They don't even know how to talk shit in space yet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, them and Alan, there's really struggling with the euphemisms.
Yeah,
and
Alan
whatnot.
was really awkward when he talked to Debbie for the first time.
Oh yeah. Well, those Urath women.
Yeah, man.
Those
Shit
Wrath
was,
women.
shit was weird. Girls and Pirates.
What's up, BGP?
What up? It's Girls and Purrs.
Long time since I got to hit the button.
So
That
More people jump in. I hit the button. Goddamn, I hit the button.
this does have implications for, and I just want to talk about this really quickly before we move on to our next topic, because this does have implications for one of the more controversial storylines that happens later on in Invincible.
It's a good segue from this. Othelia says Bill Craig ain't finna do much talking. That's a good segue into what
I guess it's a pretty good segue.
he's gonna be fucking.
I do want to talk about the character of the Viltrumite Anissa. I don't want to go into too many spoilers on what happens with her character, but there is a storyline that happens with her.
So
and
spoiler
Mark.
alert. Definitely spoiler
Yeah,
alert.
spoiler. I guess I saw spoiler
Right
alerts.
there at the bottom. It says it though. Spoilers.
Yeah, it says it right there.
Right there.
But I'm curious, DA Sinclair, since you and I'm wondering how you feel about this too, Bill. Since we've all read ahead of the class, do you think that this, with all the changes that this adaptation has made, do you think they will actually follow the Anissa story? Yeah.
I just got to it in the book, so I'm not too far into it. But yes, I absolutely think they will. I think it's a natural progression to show the more human side of Mark's relationships with people, because that's one of the big things that this show tries to do is show, like, yeah, they're superheroes and all that, but like they also try and show, like, okay, why are superheroes trying to have relationships with normal people? I think they do a good job, and I think this will be a good way of showing that as well.
Yeah, Fifth Banthas says he says we saw a bunch of them in regular clothes, but how do you fit into the culture immediately? And
they all joined the Elks Club.
Where'd they get this expense account to just motherfucking just be buying shit already? Anissa had a goddamn businesswoman suit. She running for Congress and shit.
Yeah, Greg had a whole ass motorcycle.
Yeah, exactly. A whole ass motorcycle. Othelia says, Thaddeus said, I know I'm dead. But hold on, Alan. This genocide ain't done. I got more left in me. I got one more left in me.
Yeah.
Go into the closet and get the gun.
So, Alex, you were talking about dumb things. A dumb thing in both the comic and now the show too. They're like, oh, it'll probably kill all the humans too. But no one's like, hey, maybe we should just test it on some human blood before we do anything.
Nope. Who needs that?
No one's like, hey, let's just give it a quick little boop, boop. Nuh-uh.
This still has to be comic books. This still has to be comic book stupid. At times, it has to be comic book stupid for sure. I know we need to move on, but
there's only one other thing I want to say about this episode.
Does it? Oh no. Sorry.
So I know you guys know. If our viewers don't know, in China, they censor blood in cartoons, but the only way they do it is they make it completely white, which often looks like another body substance. The scene where Thrag PTSD Vision tears off Debbie's head, and we just see a fountain of blood draining down next to him. This was the first time I was ever like, "Oh my god, I'm imagining that in China."
I'm gonna tell you one thing right now. If they do that Anissa scene,
right?
That is going to look crazy.
Yeah, as tasteful as the show has been, as far as like I feel like that's not going to be in a very graphic scene. Like they're graphic with the violence, but I don't feel like they're going to be graphic with.
Listen, Othelius, I don't know if you want to know this, man. I'm just tell you right now, man. You don't want to hear this. You don't want it to be popping up on you and not know before. Anissa is going to vape Mark. She's going to vape Mark.
I meant to say at the beginning of this pod, we're not going to ruin anything for future.
No, you just said we're not going to talk to. I'm just saying right there. Look, it's in the thumbnail. It's in the thumbnail. And the question is, are they going to do it or are they not going to do it?
Yeah,
I haven't gotten to that part of the book, but we'll see. Well, that's going to be an awkward Amazon purchase.
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, because I thought that you already got to that part.
Well, it's just so weird because I only have 5 volumes left. When the fuck are they going to do? No, that's a weird question to ask.
You know what?
Hey, let's talk about other shows.
You know what?
This got an 8.9.
I was gonna say, what did this one get? They got 8.9. What are you giving it?
Okay, 8.9. I would give it a 9.
This episode, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the season got so far, but it's probably like 9.
I would still give it a 9. Yes,
I'm giving it all 9 all over and a 9 for this episode.
It's not like super actiony, but like it's still very emotionally resonant. Like all of the dialogue is really great. The vocal performances are amazing. Stephen Yeun and Jillian Jacobs doing the Lord's work, or Gillian Anderson, or Jillian Jacobs.
Britta.
But
Ophelia said, "I just muted it, so I ain't heard shit y'all said. I'm ducking these spoilers like Neo." In my mind, in my Martin Lawrence voice, we ain't got time for that, Jeff. This is TV.
But guys, let us know what you thought of this season. Is it your favorite season? In my opinion, this is my favorite season of Invincible so far, and this was like my favorite storyline in the comics. In my opinion, this is like season 5 of Sons of Anarchy, and like gets not as great going forward. But this is like peak Invincible for me personally.
Well, remember, because you still got Monster Girl and Robot though.
That's cool, but that's like one of a million things that happen.
Yeah, but it's so long.
But
know how
Dr. Dinosaurus, or however the fuck you pronounce him.
Honestly,
That's gonna be fun.
Honestly, I didn't give a shit about dinosaurs.
They already introduced it. They already introduced it, so
we're definitely gonna do that.
Saying,
you know what? We're just spoilering. Let's go to Daredevil.
When it comes to Universa, Dinosaurus, I'm sure that people are going to be very upset. Like,
sorry,
with
guys.
That as like the same way they were with the Hell episode.
There's a lot to talk about today. Sorry,
they were pissed about the Hell episode.
Sorry, you guys.
But let's go ahead and move on to our last topic of the night. We are talking about Daredevil.
Dare Angels.
That's right. Daredevil Born Again, season 2, episode, who knows?
6. I did.
Episode 6. That's right.
Not a lot of daredeviling this episode. This season.
Not a lot of Daredevil.
I need more. He's not jumping off. I'm seeing all the athleticism, jumping off of stuff, swinging with the grappling nightsticks.
Yeah.
Seeing a lot of that this season. And I'm not saying that there was like too much of it in the first seasons. But yeah, I noticed that the other day. The dude's named Daredevil. And you don't see any Daredevil stunts. Like that's what it is. It's like a stunt guy.
Did
Daredevil.
you ever see the thing about Daredevil and Batman?
No.
Daredevil should be called Batman because he's blind and got a sonar ability like a bat. Ghost Rider should be called Daredevil because he's a former daredevil who made a deal with the devil. Batman should be called Ghost Rider because he'd be riding on his dead parents' fortune.
Damn. He should just be called Baron Trump.
That's pretty good. That's not bad.
Oh yeah, yours was better than mine, but
Mr. President. Thanks.
Sorry, it's one of those weeks.
Daredevil, Daredevil Born Again, season 2. Fisk mourns Vanessa, kills her surgeon, and
how dumb is that guy?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. First of all,
out of town.
First of all,
crushed his back.
And no tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. Well, actually, all the shade.
I was going to say why.
This guy did some terrible death acting. Like he was just.
I don't know, man.
I hated his movement.
I don't know, man.
And the way he fell.
Literally, he crushed him he killed him by crushing his spine, which is your central nervous system. And so for him to just die and go, oh, that would have been weird. I think that it does make sense for you to, like, you know, convulse a bit when the electricity that goes through your body, the power structure for it, the power cord goes offline. That does make a lot more sense. You see people who've gotten bad paralyzations, they kind of go like, you know, they got like a sting. They say like a sting goes through them. So I definitely didn't have a problem with how he died.
I thought his character was a fucking idiot.
Yeah, he was
The second she
yeah.
dies, I'm getting out of the fucking state.
That part. Now, yes, he was an idiot, a buffoon.
You know what I'm not doing? I'm not going and being like, she's in the better shadow realm. Mayor murder.
Right. Why would you walk up to a very depressed gorilla and give it a hug? You know,
Coco, no. Coco, baby dead.
Baby dead. Like, come here, Coco. Give me a hug.
Coco, no banana.
No, don't do it. I wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it. Why did he do it? And also, he was dumb because he told him, we're gonna do everything in our power to make sure she's okay. I promise you, she's gonna be fine, motherfucker. That should have been the reason you ran. Immediately, he should have ran right in that moment.
Yeah, and he should have, like, to be fair, he didn't really know. To be fair, he didn't realize the gravity of the kind of person he was dealing with. No one really knows Wilson Fisk for real. And yeah, he learned in the worst way. And then later on, an angry Mr. Charles offers to help help McCaffrey with removing Fisk from office. He also sends men to attack Jessica Jones, a superpowered investigator who turned down the offer to work for him. Jessica Jones overpowers them and goes to the AVTF warehouse with Daredevil to destroy the weapons.
That was your girl.
Did we ever get why he sent a Wetworks team after Jessica Jones? Was it just because he's got a teeny tiny penis and he's upset that she said no?
Yep, that was basically what they said. Not enough for me, not good enough for me, but you know what? That's
Matthew Lillard, I love you. I will marry you. I will sire your children, sir. Your character in this is the dumbest motherfucker. You're the CIA. Deal with rejection a little better. And also, when bitch Mayor shoots two of your guys, send a Wetworks team to murder him. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Deliver Godfather Part 2, cut off what's his fuck's Dutch's head and put that in fucking Whisk's bed. You're the CIA.
Fifth Banthas said Kingpin and Matt fight was awesome.
Sure was.
Ophelia says, going back to our gorilla conversation, it says 100 Kingpins versus gorilla.
I'd put it on 10 Kingpins.
Who you got?
I mean, I'd put one Kingpin against 100 gorillas, and Kingpin is winning.
Well, yeah, but that's going to be Spider-Verse Kingpin.
I would definitely. Spider-Verse Kingpin. Look, I hated Spider-Verse Kingpin. I think that's the dumbest most childish shit you could do. Let's make everybody in this entire universe normal except this box face ass motherfucker. It was so weird. But I'm going with 3 Kingpins beat 1 gorilla.
Yeah,
teenage gorilla. He also says
here's the thing
that would happen to Jessica. In GL.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing that so many people seem to forget about Kingpin. He's not fat. Literally, all of it is muscle.
Yeah. Right.
He looks bigger and he is bigger, but none of it's fat. That's his whole thing. That's why he's so strong. That's why he's able to go toe to toe with all these fuckers.
Right.
The final fight scene, I was like, "Ooh, man! If all that muscle gets one solid hit on that, I don't know if he's standing up again."
Yeah. I remember when I first realized that, or when it was first revealed to me, when that he was like super strong, and that was in the Amazing Spider-Man animated series, where he finally gets a chance. Spider-Man, for those who don't know, finally gets a chance in like season 2, I think, to really go up against Kingpin.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes to whoop his ass, and he's like, "Whoa, hey, your ass strong." And he's like, "Bitch, don't you know I'm actually like 99% muscle? Like I'm 0.0% body fat." And I was like, "What?" So his penis is the not muscle part, like his ball sack.
I think that's still muscle.
It's like his ball sack is basically where his ball sack and his asshole are like the places where he doesn't have fat. I mean, where he has fat. He has a little fat right there. Like, where is this fat at? But anyway, like saying that he's that large.
And just the middle pad of his left pinky.
Just the middle, the web. He has web hands, so it does that fuck it up. But Vincent D'Onofrio, we talked about last episode, dude, really kind of imposes on you that kind of a vibe with how he prepared for this role. I mean, he must be actually one of them dudes who looks like he's not as strong or physically fit as you think when he has his clothes on, kind of like
J.K. Simmons.
Kingpin.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like I guess like J.K. Simmons. J.K. Simmons has prison body. Let's not get it twisted. He ain't like
he's got the prison vibe and the white supremacy beard.
Right. Shout out to Oz.
Hey, Fisk was in prison. Fisk was in prison. Yeah.
No. Yeah, no. I'm just saying Vincent D'Onofrio's actual build versus.
Well,
I'm just
so
saying, he actually has a build that is mysterious, as like you wouldn't think. Oh, this dude's super fucking.
Well, yeah, it's because he's wearing an Igor suit.
Right. That's true.
But like, I mean, I know we tend to jump around when we talk about Daredevil, but like, so like going back to that last fight scene really quickly, just look at how quickly Kingpin was moving. Fat guys don't do that. That's muscle. That's muscle. That's muscle moving quick too, man. That was insane.
I know I've been like the resident hater on this season, but I would say this fight scene didn't do much for me. I thought that the choreography and everything, and like the way it was shot, was really interesting, but in kind of the same way that it resolved where Matt and Fisk was like, "You're not gonna arrest me, you're not gonna kill me, so what are you even doing here?"
I'm about to whoop your ass.
Right?
Well, that was after the fight was over. Like after he whipped his ass, he's like, "You're not gonna arrest me, you're not gonna kill me," and Daredevil was like, "You're right. What the fuck am I doing here? What was the point of this fight?"
Right? Well, and then he's like, "You know what? I'm going to make sure you eat through a straw."
For like 2 seconds, and then like the next episode, he's going to be perfectly fine. But that's
he might have like they might like show him like putting a little makeup over a teeny tiny black eye, if anything.
Eyebrows.
Well, he went there. Well, I think when he went there, he was anticipating being able to have more than what he got, like, catching him red-handed type situation. And then it ends up he can't catch him red-handed, so he's just like, "Well, I gotta whoop your ass." And then I hate it when niggas is losing the fight, then you want to talk. Nigga, we could have talked earlier. Now you want to talk. And see, it's just a way to motherfucking quit getting your ass whooped. Oh, you ain't gonna kill me. You're not gonna kill me. You can't take me to jail. So what are you going to do? Like, motherfucker, shut up. I'm gonna hit you in your lip a little bit more. Shut up. And then all of a sudden it becomes that I gotta leave. Gotta leave because I'm Daredevil and I don't want people to know that I'm Daredevil.
But essentially, like that's the thing that
really bothers me. Every comic book, isn't that every episode that we see? Isn't that every season of this show? Isn't that what this show is?
No, usually after he beats the shit out of somebody, he takes them to jail.
No. I'm talking about with Kingpin. Like we've had him beat up Kingpin several times. Like I'm just saying. I'm asking a question. Isn't that what comic books are?
I'm answering it. Like every time he has a confrontation with Kingpin, whether it's the first season where he has the big fight scene, the third season where he has the big fight scene with him and Dex, he goes to jail after
he's the mayor
fighting him so he could take him to jail. That's what I'm saying. Is like this fight scene means nothing. That's why when I saw it, I was like,
it wasn't
cool,
supposed
but it
to.
means absolutely
it was supposed
to
be.
But I think
meaning nothing because
I think you guys are getting on to the Punisher's entire argument. You're getting onto Red Hood's entire argument.
Yeah.
Their entire that's what everyone says with. I mean, hell, in Batman for years it's been on. Is Batman making things worse because now there's more and more and crazier villains coming?
And I think Bullseye was also trying to get him. Like, I think you may have missed that Bullseye conversation a little bit, like, because it was kind of glossy over, like, oh, just virtuoso bullshit. But like, I think Bullseye might have gotten in his head a little bit, and that's kind of what they were trying to show. Like, hey, Bullseye has been telling him, like, the way that this needs to happen is just they just need to die, man. Once the shit happens,
who agrees?
I'm saying
him and Karen were saying that.
Hold on, what I'm saying is though that's why I think that you come to that standstill, and then like they probably felt as an edit, or not an edit, but as a directorial choice, it's not really being conveyed with what we've got. Let's give Fist the opportunity to say, hey, you're not gonna kill me, you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna do that, because maybe it didn't get conveyed for audience members like yourself. Because I felt like he was on the path of just like, all right, I'm just gonna kill this thing. To me, I felt like that.
I did not, and I did not, based on his conversation with Karen and how adamant he was. Like, nope, can't kill Bullseye.
But that's what they do, is especially with Matt, they build it on him and build it on him. You just gotta kill them. You just gotta kill him. And that's what happened with Elektra. She was just like, you just gotta fucking kill these people. And then then he threw Bullseye. Then he tried. He did try.
We do have to get to some more stupid things in this episode. So
more stupid things.
Later on, Cashman tells Blake to
Cash
feed
Sorry, what did you just say?
It says Cashman. I think that's Buck. Tells
because you
I
did
not
not
know
did it not? I'm not wrong, right?
You're 100% dead.
Okay, cool.
What it sounded like I said what?
Cash
Patel.
Oh.
The fucking director of the FBI.
Oh yeah, Cashman tells.
There you go. Thank you.
Which I think that's Bucky or Buck. Cashman tells Blake to feed BB false information, encourage Glenn to imitate Muse's actions. Paige nearly kills Dex, but is stopped by Murdoch. Oh wait, no, that's something different. Wait, what?
No, you were
no.
reading.
You've got it all correct. That's this fucking episode.
Exactly. No, remember we're getting to
Blake has to trick BB.
I forgot that happened. Yeah, that's right. Paige
Buck has choke sex, and then Paige is like, and then Karen's like, "Am I or won't I?" And her boyfriend's like, "I'm going to break your wrist."
Sorry, I saw Muse and I was like, wait, is this from last season? I completely forgot.
Wait, did their new album come out?
BB decides not to leak the information and almost kisses Blake, but he confronts her about the previous leaks that he found in her.
I just want to go to the comments really quickly. Though Thielen says it's insane. He says it's the same shit every season finale where he's talking about Kingpin and Daredevil. It's back and forth. He said, I don't want smoke with Private Pile. And wait, no, this was the one I really wanted. Plus, the same agency that sent crack to Black and Hispanic communities in the 80s. That sounds exactly like something.
No. But Felix, you got that wrong. The CIA can only operate outside of America. Clearly, that's obvious.
They would never. Not in America.
What about paper clips? No.
But yeah. Just to go back to the show,
we were. That was
just get off like CIA. I do think that BB is like a consistently annoying character. I feel like ever since Blake had the dinner with her at his apartment,
leading him on,
he has, leading him on or whatever, but he has expressed that he knows that she's the one who's leaking this information and he wants her to stop. He pretty much all but explicitly tells her at that dinner to stop. And she keeps making...
But she also pretty much explicitly told him she would not.
Yeah, but she's so obvious about it.
This is what you're missing. And I watched it the second time and I realized it too. Because I felt the same way. her father was killed
Nope.
by this man. So she don't give a fuck. Uncle. She don't give a fuck about none of that, what you're talking about.
Okay, yes,
She's in a
but
situation mentally where it like, okay, whatever you want to do to me, I don't give a fuck about that. You can kill me because you killed my uncle, and I'm here to make sure that you pay for that. So whatever you want to go through this, and I don't give a fuck. You seem like a really cool motherfucker from Long Island, but I don't give a fuck about none of that shit because I am trying to give vengeance. So I think that's more so where we're not missing, because they do like her with like they do Eve and Invincible, and make her a very smaller part of a show that she should have a bigger part in, considering that they're driving the narrative with her character, her Max Droman, whatever, anyway.
Mayor Kingpin.
Max Headroom. Yeah, like, so I'm just saying, like, I feel like maybe it's the actress, maybe she's not pushing it hard enough to make you feel that, but that's where they're going with it.
I think it's the writing, because they're writing her to be stupid.
I don't think that.
I'll say,
I think
like,
they're just not writing. They may be writing her, and she seems stupid because they're writing her in where she should have responses, like things that show what she's doing, like why she feels that way is what I'm saying. But clearly, she's doing it because of her uncle. Like, we know that.
It's painfully obvious that she's doing it for because of her uncle. Everyone in the entire city knows that she's been Ulrich's niece, and I just feel like she's not making very smart decisions. Like, when she knows that people are on her, like, oh, the people are on your tail, maybe you make some different decisions on the way you're releasing this information. Like at the hospital, he's like, I'm going to give you this information. Do not leak it, because because this is very sensitive information.
At the hospital, she did not leak that, though. That I understand what you're saying. But at the hospital, that was one thing that she didn't leak. He did give her the information early, but she wanted to know if the bitch was dead. Really, I think for her own personal.
Well, it was.
I don't think that she
the apartment dinner, though. He said, I'm only telling you, don't tell anyone. But here's the thing, and this is why I agree with Alex, is because you can't. If you're the only one who's getting this info, you're making it so obvious that you're the one behind Mayor Kingpin that you're going to get got, which, I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe she doesn't care if she gets killed, but then you're still not avenging your uncle. Honestly, here's my thing. It would be the easiest thing on the world, because she also has her BB report. If on that, or even on social media, she was just like, who's this fucking asshole Mayor Kingpin? You know what? You're out there, fake news. Like, if she were just trying to be like, well, any of what we see in the real world, like, that would throw at least enough suspicion off her. And that's the thing. I don't think she's being smart in the way she's putting the information out, when she knows she's the only one who knows it. And I don't think she's being smart in the way that she's not, like, combating her alter ego. I mean, like, look at Batman. Like, Bruce Wayne is Batman. He's like, I mean, what was it? Batman Begins? Like, clearly a guy running around in a Batman costume is a little messed up in the head. It's such a small thing, but, it makes a difference.
Like I said, it might be the character. I mean, the actor. It might be the writing, but
I think it's the sound guys.
I do think it's there. I think it's the undertones are there easily. Like, the fact that, like, you keep saying she's doing what y'all are using as the reasons that she's doing stupid things, are the same reasons that I'm using as she don't give a fuck things. Like, I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm going to do it because I don't give a fuck, because I know I'm going to get caught one day. I want to get caught because I want you to be even further exposed. Like, I am starting. Revolutions are started by martyrs.
Well, regardless,
that's what she was trying to.
They also make it that it's like, oh, he had a childhood. I should fall in love with him now. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Let's move on to.
I agree with that. I think that he was also very stupid, which makes her stupid as well, because their stupidity together makes big sandwich of stupid.
But let's move on to the ending of the episode, because this leads into This is got kind of good segue because BB and Karen Page both fall into the hashtag Kill Sabine category for me, where I want them both to die. Page joins a protest outside of city.
Not bad people on both sides.
That's why I said me.
Not
Page
bad people on both
joins,
sides.
that's outside City Hall and projects testimonies from the Red Hook prisoners onto the building. Murdoch visits Fisk and suggests they both have New York. They both leave New York and to have peace. Fisk refuses and they fight. Battle. Murdoch wins and leaves Fisk alive. During the protests, lead AVTF officer Connor Powell kills Saunders and blames vigilantes causing chaos, which leads to Page being caught. Now, I am curious why a police officer like Connor Powell would shoot a police officer in front of everybody and blame it on just vigilantes and not.
Well, it wasn't in front of everybody. It was only in front of Cole, which I'm still pissed at what they're doing to that fucking guy. He was such a great character, such a stand-up guy in the comics.
I don't even know why they named him that character. It's like you could have named him anybody else.
I mean, I think Cole, the black guy with the scars on his face. Yeah. I think this episode was the start of his redemption arc. Because I think seeing that is going to turn him back towards the light. But to answer your question, Alex, it's because he literally thinks he's invincible.
No.
Oh, hang on. Did you want to pull up the title card? He's
my question for another he's.
My question was why, if he feels brazen enough to shoot this cop in front of all these other cops, and he was like, "Oh, it was vigilantes." Why not shoot Karen Page?
Because they're not cops.
I see your question.
They're the IDF, not IDF.
AVTF.
Excuse me. Please, YouTube, don't.
But yeah, my question is like, if y'all are gonna start shooting civilians and cops and shit, and just like blaming it on whatever, why not shoot Karen Page? One of the biggest.
That's what I was saying, though.
Because it wasn't in the script. Come on, that's so obvious.
No, because she doesn't matter. If you shoot a police officer, then the police we can enact martial law, because the person who's of the law has been attacked. The government is now under attack, not just a citizen. So if you shoot Karen Page, she's a citizen, even if she
that's not even what it is. It's because he wants Daredevil. He wants to kill Daredevil. He's still pissed off because he was made to look like a bitch. So in his mind, I don't know if wait, does he know that?
No.
That Murdoch's Daredevil yet?
He doesn't.
No.
Well, so he knows that if he takes Page, he'll get Daredevil. And then in his mind, again, he's so above it all that he's going to be able to kill Page whenever the fuck he wants. But now he'll be able to kill Daredevil too. So it's the best of both fucked up worlds.
Yeah, I think it's all of the above. Yeah, because I think then you kill the cop, you leave the cannoli. You take the cannoli, you leave the cop. I don't know. But you kill the cop definitely because you need to be able to enact martial law.
Well, I mean, false flag and just art imitating life. And everyone thinks everything's a false flag now.
False flag. Man. This is a false flag. If you're watching right now, this is a false flag. Hit the like button.
To what?
Not to. This isn't a spoiler for anything, but just a little teaser. If you think art is imitating life now, wait till the rest of the season. But yeah, like this.
Well, I'll also say this. Out of everyone we've seen so far this season, and don't get me wrong, especially this show does divert from the comic a good amount. One of them's going to die. I mean, according to the books, one of them does die.
I will not say.
That's all I'm saying with that. There's a lot of people we saw.
Well, who's one of them? You said them. I'm just trying to make sure.
One of the people we've seen so far in this series that you're a fan of.
In the comic, they pass away.
In the comic, they fucking die. They don't pass away. They don't go quietly into that good night.
Nothing respectful about this. I will say, as much as I hate the character, I think the line, "I knew it was you, you Fredo fuck," was
my god,
really great line. That was a really great line.
I had to pause and go back. Oh, dude,
That was officer
Officer Murder.
Like, I knew it was you Fredo fuck, and he shot the cop right in the head.
He was that was his exact fucking quote.
That's right.
And it was like, oh my god.
You know what? I remember that, and I remember thinking, Disney Plus. You know? Disney motherfucking Plus. If I go back 10 years and I tell you Disney
I remember
Plus,
thinking, man, Scorsese's gonna be pissed.
I just was thinking, man, I just got through watching Peter Pan on this motherfucker. Just got through watching Peter Pan. Nigga said you.
Wait till you see the director's cut where he murders all the Lost Boys.
I was like, you know what I'm gonna watch now? I'm gonna watch Phantom Menace. You know, like, let's just
Cleanse
go.
my palate.
Yeah, let's
We'll
just
keep
go
that
watch.
going and then kill kids too.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and get to the next one. Kill some babies.
And after the finale
Kill some
of
babies,
Daredevil
Jesus
Born Again season 2, we are getting the Punisher special presentation. So a lot more murdering to be had. Very excited about that. But guys, let us know what you thought of Daredevil Born Again season 2,
Yeah.
episode 6.
Would you like to catch yourself a Karen? Her name's Karen too. Like,
Nah, unfortunate name.
I do also love. I will say that, by the way, the fans loved it. They gave it a 9.1. I do love that the blind guy painted his suit black and then just doesn't realize when the paint's just slowly peeling. What?
Is it cultural appropriation if he did his costume the same way that Miles Morales did his costume into the Spider-Verse?
No.
No, because he's blind and doesn't know Miles is black.
Okay.
He doesn't know who Miles is at all. Really, he doesn't know who he is at all. They live down the street from each other.
But he.
Actually, I don't know.
Oh well, no. Now he no longer knows who Peter is.
Wait a minute. Does he still live in? Wait a minute. Does Daredevil still live in Hell's Kitchen?
Supposedly.
Because they said something like different than Hell's Kitchen.
Right now he lives in the burnt out building above Josie's.
Which is supposedly in Hell's Kitchen.
I don't know. Anyway, just a question. Because if I'm not mistaken, Miles is in Queens. So.
Oh yeah. Well, Miles is in Brooklyn. Peter's in Queens.
Correct and correct.
There you go.
And where was?
And Captain America is in.
Is he also Brooklyn?
He's Puerto Rican. He should be in the Bronx.
He's in Brooklyn.
Is he Dominican or is he Puerto Rican?
He's Puerto Rican.
He's in Brooklyn.
He's half Puerto Rican.
Yeah, he's Brooklyn. He's not Dominican. Is the Bronx. Shout out to BX.
But then he goes to that boarding school. You know what? Nope. Don't take me down this hole. Move on.
No. Don't even try to figure out the high school education system in New York City. I swear to fucking God.
3 guys who don't live in New York try to figure.
You know about Tom Holland and that, right?
What?
You know about Tom Holland in the New York public school system, right?
Oh yeah, he joined high school for a little bit before he played Spider-Man, just to like.
And people were like, "Who the fuck are you? And why the fuck are you here?" And evidently, at one point, he was finally just like, "I'm Spider-Man," and the girl was just like, "Uh huh."
Yeah.
He thought he was like, you know what? I might want to try to give me some pussy. She was like, okay.
Yeah,
hey, y'all talked to the crazy kid that just got here.
Right.
Y'all talked to Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Shout out to
Bro
Tom.
was spoiling shit before he got the scripts.
Oh man.
Shout out to Tom for also shooting a shot with my birthday twin back in the day, being like my biggest celebrity crush, Zendaya, and now they're happily in love.
Just saw her in Battinson's movie.
Me too.
They's mad weed.
Let's text about it later. But guys, that will do it for our podcast tonight. DN Sinclair, do you want to tell the people where they can find you on the internet?
Oh, sure.
Sorry. Shout out to the dinosaurs, man.
Shout out to the dinosaurs.
That's all I can think about with the Sinclair. I think.
All right. You can always try and Skype me, Don Cheadle's driveway at littledickie2.com. It's because of the hackers.
Hackers.
Yeah. You can try and find Jeff Madel on Facebook at MadelJeff on Instagram. But as always, the easiest way is to just be here on a Monday night.
It is facts. I'm gonna make a because of the hackers drop. I'm sorry I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna make one.
Honestly, I'm just annoyed that I started this forever ago and have to do it every fucking week.
Hey man,
Can't stop the bit.
trust me.
I mean, if I stop now, then the hackers win.
Trust me, man. There's a lot of things I wish I'd never said on this show, and most of them have to be said every single time. Back.
Thank you guys so much for listening to the Drunk Banthas podcast. We do this every Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific time, but don't forget to like and subscribe to get updates on new videos. Check us out on Twitter, IG, TikTok, Letterboxd, likewise, all the internet things at the Drunk Banthas. Until next time, stay safe, my little space racers.
Touch the button.
And may the force be with you.
May the force be with you. Put that pressure on it, goddammit. Hit the
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.